Welcome back, and now it's time for your Caribbean report for this week. Castries, St. Lucia. Officials from the trade and agriculture and private sector will meet in Rousseau, Dominica to deliberate the implications of the WTO negotiations for the OECS and strategies for their continued participation. The meeting takes place March 31st today through to April 1st and will cover trade and agricultural and industrial products. In Martinique, they have become more accessible to U.S. travelers thanks to the newly expanded service from American Eagle Airlines. Beginning May 1st, 2009, American Eagle will offer daily services between its hub in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Fort-de-France in the capital of Martinique. And finally, in Charlestown, Nephis, the Minister of Health and Nephis Island Administration, NIA, Henzi Daniel, gave his assurance that the Cuban Eye Program, Operation Miracle Vision, will be rejuvenated in Nephis. The minister said the request from the sitting NIA received Cuba's approval. And that's your Caribbean report for this week. Turning now to St. Thomas, where some vets that were disabled during the war got a chance to go scuba diving. News Channel 8's Lee Carl investigates.
Just a bunch of good buddies having a scuba swim in St. John on the U.S. Virgin Islands. So said Good Morning America on a Sunday broadcast. Wrong. They're amputee veterans being taught how to scuba dive by John Thompson and his group called SUD. Take a look at this.
Soldiers Undertaking Disabled Scuba, or SUDS, is a non-profit group run by John Thompson that teaches wounded veterans how to scuba.
You get in the water, you've got the freedom. There's a saying, Bob, that water's a great equalizer, and that's certainly true for scuba diving. It's almost like an astronaut floating through space. It's awesome. It's something that I know that I need to do. You cannot walk through the front door of Walter Reed and see our injured soldiers, Marines, airmen, and not want to get involved.
Most of the soldiers wear prosthetics while underwater, but Marine Sergeant Greg Edwards, a double amputee, prefers to go without.
Is it hard though without the fins on?
I've worked a little bit more because I have to use all my arms, but the gloves, they help out a lot.
Scuba helps wounded soldiers with strength and mobility, but it also gives them something else.
It's wonderful therapy because it helps you build your self-confidence. It helps you remember that you are still a person. You don't have to rely on help for everything. The program is just, it's amazing. The instructors do a great job.
Here you go, here you go.
It lets you know that just because you have your legs and I don't, you're not better than me. I can still do the same thing that you do. It doesn't make you feel as small as you are when you first wake up in the hospital and you're having to have help with everything that you're doing throughout the day. You know, whether it's going to the bathroom or going to eat lunch, it builds your self-confidence more and more every time you get in the water.
The confidence to move on. For Good Morning America, I'm Bob Woodruff in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.